911, where's your emergency?
Okay, we're at Hocking Hills, and a huge tree branch fell on this lady. It's in her glasses.
Okay, take a breath. You're at Old Man's Cave?
Yes.
Okay, and what happened?
A tree branch fell on her.
Slow down. I can't understand you. What happened?
A tree branch fell on her.
A tree branch fell on someone.
Yes.
Okay.
No, it's like an actual tree.
Okay, are you with her?
No. Some other kids of mine are with them trying to get you.
Okay.
They're trying to get you out of the place.
Okay, what's your name?
Hannah.
Hannah?
On September 19, 2019, emergency crews at the Ohio Department of Natural Resources responded to Hocking Hills State Park after reports that a woman had been struck by a falling tree or log. Upon arrival, they found 44-year-old Victoria Schafer deceased at the scene. Nearby lay a 75-pound, 6-foot log that had struck her in the head, killing her instantly as she was taking photographs of high schoolers for their senior portraits. Firefighters examined the log and noted that it was old, with cut ends, suggesting it had not fallen naturally. As they secured the area above, they found similar logs on the ground and several sets of footprints. With these findings, the death was ruled suspicious, and the Ohio Department of Natural Resources requested assistance from the Hocking County Sheriff's Office. Witnesses reported seeing 2 or 3 teenage boys fleeing from the top of the cliff just after the log fell. A break in the case came when a local mother called the tip line, reporting that her daughter had received a text from a friend who had admitted he had, quote, done something serious at the park with another kid. This tip led detectives to 2 suspects, 16-year-olds Jordan Buckley and Jaden Churchheus. Investigators arranged interviews with both teens, beginning with Jordan, a conversation that was captured on the following body cam footage.
But, Jordan, we're sitting here, obviously, just right there was talking to you. That was your dad?
That was my stepdad.
Your stepdad?
Mm-hmm.
And so, obviously, you know what's going on while we're here.
Yeah.
There's some incidents and things that's come up, and we got a lot of intel that we go, that they relay information back and everything else. But before we get started, it's this protocol that the state, makes me do. I have to read you a few things before, we can even get, ask you anything, before you even tell us, okay? You ever heard of your Miranda rights? You know what that is? I'm going to give you a copy and let you just follow along when I read it to you. All right. Your waiver of rights here is from the Department of Natural Resources. You have these rights in mind when you talk to me now. Okay. I need you to sign this right here.
Oh, that's what you got. Can I print it?
I don't care.
But now that I know what this is about, this is. I was there that day. I think. I don't know what day it was, but I know it's in like September. So, it was last month. Me and my friends were.
I know you're nervous and you're going to get it all out, and that's great. We want you to get it all out. Just let me finish up a few things right here, and we'll let you talk as much as you want to talk.
Nothing really happened.
It's 9/26. It's October 10th. Jordan has been advising him his Miranda rights. All right. So obviously you're ready to start rambling. Let us talk. You want to hear?
Well,
we want to listen. So spill it.
Well, so that day, me and my friends. I don't know if you guys want me to give you their names or not.
Oh yeah.
It doesn't really matter. Jaden Churchheus was with me. Miranda and AJ. I don't know AJ's last name.
So it was Jaden.
Yeah.
Churchheus. Who was the other one?
Miranda. And AJ, I have no idea what her last name is.
How old are they?
Miranda is 19. Jaden is 16 or 17. I know he's a junior.
They go to school here?
One of them I just walked past.
Oh, really?
Is Miranda still in school here?
No, Miranda's graduated. I think she did go to school here, though.
Where's she live?
I have no idea. I think she moved.
How about Jaden?
He lives over by CVS, like kind of back there. There's like those apartments that are like all brick apartments, and back there, and it's like on that road. I don't know what the road's called.
Behind CVS?
It's
across from CVS?
It's kind of like behind CVS, but it's farther down, like more towards Burger King, but it's like in the middle of there,
Gotcha.
but on the far back.
Alright, so you three was there. Anybody else?
No,
Any family?
no, it was just us. We were just walking around, bored. So we were like, let's go on a hike, and we just went on a hike.
Where'd you hike at?
Well, first we started going down. We went like down. I don't know how to explain it. You know when you go down, you cross the bridge, and you go up.
So you was at Old Man's Cave.
Yeah, we were at Old Man's Cave. That's where we went. And then when we went there, nothing was happening. But we went up, like on the back side of the hill, and we came back because some guy told us that some woman got smashed by a branch. So we turned around and we went down towards the bottom part. And then we came back up, and there was a bunch of like EMS people running past us, and sirens and everything.
Really?
Yeah, so we just left.
So, if you was at Old Man's Cave, we'll draw you a picture. So you got, here's the visitor center, right?
Yeah.
Alright, then you have the trail going down through here.
Yeah.
Alright, and then you got stairs going down.
Yeah.
And it goes down through here, and goes down, and then there's the pond, like little
Yeah.
bowl down there.
Mhm.
And then there's a bridge, right? Is that what you're talking about?
Is this the bridge that goes across this way, or the one that just goes this way? Because we crossed the bridge, but we didn't go up that hill. We just came back, and then we. This is complicated. I don't know how to like exactly explain it, but so like, where the visitor center is, you go right here, and then we went this way. Like we went towards where.
So you come back up on top of the.
Yeah, we were on top, and
Up
then
on top.
some guy came up to us. I don't know who it was. It was an African American guy. He had long dreads, and he came up to me and he said, "Don't go that way." And then I asked him why, and he said a branch fell down and smashed some woman. And I said, "A branch?" He said, "Yeah, like a tree branch fell off." So we went down, and then we walked down the stairs, and we were going down on the bottom part. You know where you go down?
So you was over here in the corner.
Yeah, we weren't like all the way. We didn't walk very far. It was like halfway when we ran into that dude.
So here's the visitor center and that trail, and then it goes over in here,
Yeah.
right? And cliffs right here.
Yeah,
Real steep right here.
Yeah, and you're like walking right up along the cliff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And you can look over, but you can't. Could you see anything down here?
No, not that I knew of.
Okay, so then you got stairs and it goes down through here. These are stairs.
Yeah.
Like the tunnel.
Mhm.
All right. So then what happened?
That's basically it. After we went down there, me and Jaden were walking ahead of them, and we were farther down, and we just walked all the way down that trail on the bottom part. This is when we went back down, and then we just came back and just went home because we were bored.
You were bored.
Yeah, we were just bored until we went there. Nothing really happened.
Nothing really happened.
Like, nothing happened. We were just walking around that day, and then that guy came up to us and said that.
What time did you get there?
I have no idea.
Morning, afternoon, night?
Afternoonish.
How'd you guys get there?
Miranda drove us.
Where'd she go?
No idea.
Car, truck?
This car. Gray car.
You got a girlfriend?
Nope.
Have a girlfriend?
Mm-mm.
You sure?
Yeah, I don't have a girlfriend.
Did you have a girlfriend?
Oh, yeah, I did. The last girlfriend I had was Bailey.
Maybe. Okay. So, you're at the park. You guys just walking around. You was up there at the top. You heard. Just trying to do a little recap here.
Yeah.
So you was up top. You was over there on the right there where before the stairs go down. You was over in that area.
Mm-hmm.
You was right there.
Mm-hmm.
You have a cell phone?
Oh, yeah, I have a cell phone.
What kind of cell phone do you have?
It's iPhone 6.
iPhone 6. Who's your carrier?
Verizon. It's a 6X.
6 So that cell phone, did you buy it? Your mom buy it?
My mom bought it. But my stepbrother bought it, and then he sold it to my mom for me.
What's
Do you
your
pay
phone
for
number,
it?
Jordan?
Yeah, but I just got this phone like a few weeks ago.
What phone did you have before that?
It was like a Motorola phone, but I have no idea what it is. I lost it.
What kind of phone was it? Like an Android or?
Yeah, it's an Android. It's like, what do you call it when you buy minutes at the dollar store?
Any track phone?
No, it's prepaid. Yeah, it's a prepaid phone. That's what it was.
Say the phone number?
I didn't have a phone number. I didn't use it for minutes. It was just like a Wi-Fi phone basically until I got a new phone.
Did you ever use it as a phone?
No. I just didn't have a phone for like a few weeks, and I got that one, so now I have a phone.
They didn't give you a phone number with it?
No. Like, I didn't get minutes. My friend gave me that phone to use. It was Jacob's phone, and he let me use it because I didn't have a phone.
Whose phone was it?
Jacob,
Oh, Jacob.
and he's a junior, 17.
Did you get here?
Yeah.
You know who, what carrier that was?
No.
When Sprint, Verizon, AT&T.
I have no idea.
So you was just borrowing from him.
Yeah, I was just borrowing, and then I lost it after I got my new phone because I stayed at my sister's house. And once I got a new phone, my sister's girlfriend phone broke, so I let her use that phone. And Jake said it was fine. And now I have no idea where it is. So she has it somewhere.
When did you get your iPhone?
I don't know, like 3 weeks ago, I think. I'm not sure. You'd have to ask my mom.
Did you take pictures with your phone that day?
I didn't have my phone that day.
Your Motorola phone? Did one of you lost?
Oh, no, I didn't take pictures that day.
How many did Miranda take?
I have no idea. I'm not really that close to Miranda. I'm just more close with Jaden.
I mean, but you guys were together that day.
Yeah, but me and Jaden were walking in front of them. They were behind us the whole
People
time.
can't go anywhere without taking pictures.
Yeah,
Especially
yeah.
Hocking Hills.
I mean, they might have took pictures, but I didn't take any pictures with her or with anybody that I know of. Because I'm not one that likes taking pictures. I don't like my face. My mom, we don't even have any pictures of me on the wall because I don't want my mom to take pictures of me. And skip school pictures last year.
When you was at Hocking that day, do you remember what you was wearing or anything?
I had white Vans on, like all white Vans. But they
Vans?
were Vans, like these shoes, but they were all white, like all of them were white. And they had strings on them. And I think I was wearing a gray shirt, but I don't know, I think I had a Nike chain on it. And I had joggers on.
How about your friend? What was they wearing that day?
Jaden had jeans on. I think he had Vapor Maxes on.
Okay, I'm old, but I don't know what Vapor Maxes are. I'm sorry.
Nikes, they're Nike Vapor Maxes. And he just had a black shirt on, I think. And I left my hat in the car. I had a hat, but I didn't wear it. Because it was hot.
It's a great t-shirt.
Yeah.
Sweats.
Yeah.
And white shoes. What did you call those things?
Vans.
Vans.
Yeah. V-A-N-S. Off the wall.
Fuzzy, you know what that is?
I'm not old.
I tell you, it's
I'm old, I know, but I'm around the kids. So.
You know what Red Wings are?
No.
See? these are Red Wings.
Do you both have them on?
Yeah. So, you guys was all up there on top, and then,
Went down to the bottom part.
when did all the commotion start?
Well, I I didn't even know what was going on until that guy came up to me. And then when we went down, we saw a bunch of like EMS people walking by us and stuff. And then the farther we got down, the more we saw like people over in this one area swarming. And then everybody just moved, so we just left.
Where'd you go?
I can't really explain it without being there and like showing you. Like, so
Did you go back to
the part where we
visitor center? Did you go down?
yeah, we just left. We went back to the visitor center and got in our car and left. But where we went on the top part, there's like this little like metal bridge part. Do you know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
And that's where we turned around. That's where that guy came up to us and told us to stop and don't go that way.
Okay. This Miranda, right? What's she look like?
Skinny, like really skinny. Probably like almost my height. Always wears her hair back in braids.
Color hair.
Brown. Like a dark brown.
What was she wearing that day?
I think she had a white crop top on, and she had leggings on, black leggings. I don't know what type of shoes she had on.
Alright, so Jordan, I want you to be honest with me, okay?
Yeah.
Detective Robertson, you've been doing this a long time. I've been doing this for a long time. I've worked for the state for 22 years, okay? Before we come in here, we've already got our answers. Right? We ask a series of questions that we have answers to. Alright? So, this is the time to come clean because there's some allegations that have been brought against you.
What were they?
Well, you was there. You confirmed that you was there. We
Yeah.
knew that you was there. So, there's more to this story. Tell us about the branch being up on top.
Well, but I didn't do anything. Like I just don't like snitching on people. Is the problem.
This is the time.
I know,
This is
but-
not about snitching. This is about telling the truth. And telling the truth gets you farther than not telling the truth.
So me and Jaden walked all the way farther down, like clear to the end, not where the metal bridge is. This guy did say that to us, but we did end up going back down. But I skipped a part of what we did. We walked all the way down to the end of this, and Jaden kicked off a branch. Not a branch, it was a log. It was a big log, like probably this wide, this long, and he kicked it, and it rolled off the cliff, and it made a loud bang, so we ran. And we ran into Miranda and AJ. They had no idea. We didn't tell them any of this happened.
That log?
Yeah, it's that log.
That log.
He just kicked it. He didn't pick it up, push it, or anything. He just kicked it.
How big was it?
Like this big, probably. This wide.
Where did he kick it from?
It was like on over a clear part and like the far back part, and it was on this part. It was, and then here's the cliff. It was like right here.
How far away
Kicked it.
from it was it?
I don't know, from like right there to right here, and it like rolled down the hill. I don't know if I wasn't like paying attention to what he was doing, so I don't know if he intentionally kicked it or if he like stumbled on it.
Did he pick it up first and carry it?
No, he didn't pick it up at all. Not that I saw.
How did he get on the other side of the tree?
I have no idea.
So Jordan, again, here's, before we come in here, we already have our answers, right? So, that log that you just pointed to me, right, was laying right here. There was a pile of them, right?
Yeah.
There's a tree here, 2 of them. Remember those?
There was a tree on this side too, and it was in between these trees. It was laying like this, and then he kicked it.
So which way did he kick it from?
This is going to be the cliff's edge.
Oh, so they're saying this is the cliff's edge.
This is cliff's edge.
So the log was right here. Draw another tree right here.
The tree right there.
The log was right here, and he kicked it, and it went down.
And it rolled this way?
Yeah, it rolled that way.
That's impossible. That's going back uphill.
I thought you were saying this is where the cliff is.
This is the cliff's edge right here. Stairs are down here. This is your cliff's edge. There's trees.
Yeah, so okay, so
These are standing trees.
let me do a different page. I messed it up. So if this is the cliff's edge,
Mm-hmm.
there'd be a tree right here, and there'd be a tree right here. And the log was in between the trees when he kicked it, and it just rolled down.
Okay. So these are two big trees right here.
Mm-hmm.
No, those two big trees are laying down.
They're laying on the ground. These logs was over here.
On the ground.
So if he kicked it, it's going to hit this tree.
I didn't even know there was trees on the ground.
Did you guys pick it up and carry it across?
I
You
didn't
guys
pick it
jacking
up.
around?
I didn't pick it up, and I didn't see him pick it up. As far as he told me he kicked it.
Where was you at when he? What was
I
you
was-
doing when he was?
I was messing around. I was behind him. Because before that, we were like standing on branches and like hanging on them, but they were farther back. I wasn't near the cliff when I was doing that. And I was just like bouncing on them.
Mhm.
And because before that, there was this branch that came off, and I hung on it over this like bridge thing, and it bounced me up. But it didn't fall off, so it was fine. And then I walked back over, and I just kept doing that because I was bored. And then I heard a loud bang, and he started running, so I ran with him, and he told me he kicked the log off.
Okay. Hear any screaming?
I didn't hear him screaming, and then when we ran back, we turned around, and that guy came up to us and said that to us. The black dude.
The black guy come up and said.
Yeah, he said not to go that way.
Okay, so before you guys kicked the log off, was you guys throwing rocks and sticks and everything?
No, never threw anything.
Wasn't kicking anything off? Nobody yelling?
Mm-mm.
Are you sure?
Yeah, 100% sure.
You've been following this on TV?
Following what?
This story on TV? You seen
Nope.
anything on TV? Social media?
I haven't seen anything about it.
Nothing. You don't even know what happened that day.
No, I just didn't acknowledge any of it.
You didn't acknowledge anything?
Yeah, I just didn't think anything of it.
So do you know why? What happened?
Not really.
You had no idea.
Not really.
So when you sent a text to your girlfriend at the time,
I mean, yeah, I knew what happened, but I didn't know what happened to cause that, like completely what happened. Like I was there with my friends, but I wasn't the one that did it. And I know that it killed the woman when it fell down on her, and I heard the loud bang, and I saw Jaden run, and I was running with Jaden.
so why didn't you call 911? Why didn't you do anything?
Because I was freaking out, and I thought I was going to get in trouble for it.
Okay.
And I didn't want to get charges pressed against me for like involuntary manslaughter or something.
So you have researched this.
No, I just know a lot because I've been in trouble with cops before, and it's not fun. So I tried to like not even like deal with it at all.
So you just wanted to block it out.
Yeah, basically.
Act like it never happened.
You and Jaden talked any more about this?
Nope.
You guys didn't make a pact and say, hey man, I'm never going to say anything. You got to keep this a secret.
Well, yeah, we did say that. That's why I told you that story. But then after I realized the severity of it, I could get in a lot more trouble for his actions if I'm the one not doing anything. And I don't want that to happen. And I don't think Jaden even told anybody. And Bailey was the only person I told about this. So, was she the one that told you guys this?
No, there's been several people.
Then he must have told other people.
Obviously, you know what the crime stoppers are, but we had press releases, we've had all kinds of stuff. People's calling in, people seeing you, what do you think, asking about what clothes you was wearing.
Was it right? Is that what people said I was wearing? I was wearing gray American Eagle joggers. They were dark gray. And I had white bands on. And I had gold. Actually, I still have a chain on me. I had this chain. I took this off last week because it was irritating my neck. I had this on. And just like that.
Remember how I asked you about pictures?
Yeah.
Everybody that comes to the Hocking Hills takes pictures and jobs of pictures.
Well, I didn't take any pictures because that Motorola had a terrible camera. Like, the camera on that phone was terrible. And the battery died really fast because it was like a cheap phone. So I just really didn't use it that much. But I don't know if Jaden took any pictures.
Come on, that's your buddy.
I don't
You guys
know.
made a pact. You guys kept this secret.
I don't know if he
so
took any pictures. Like, I
He didn't show
swear.
you any pictures,
No.
say anything.
I took one picture on Miranda's phone before, but it wasn't my phone. It was on Miranda's phone.
What kind
Me
of
and
picture
Jaden.
did
It
you
was
take?
me and Jaden. I had my shirt off. He had his shirt off, and it was just me and him standing down there on the bottom part where the cliffs were.
All right, Jordan, let's do this. I want you. Look, we bounced all over. You know, here and there, everything else. I want you to start from the very beginning, all over. Like this never even happened. Like we never even
All right.
got this all out of you. We read you the Miranda, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So now we're going to start over, and I want you to go from the very beginning
And tell you exactly what
and
happened.
all the way to the end. All the way.
All right.
I want you to go all the way up to the end before you walked in this room.
All right. So.
Everything.
So what happened was, me, Jaden, Miranda, and AJ walked down, and we went across over to that one spot where we were. But me and Jaden were way ahead of them. Miranda and AJ had nothing to do with any of this. It was more me and Jaden. If anybody was getting in trouble, it would be me and Jaden.
Okay.
Because we just told them about it. They knew about it, but we just told them not to say anything to anybody about it. So we went down. We went over this, like that little cliff thing, and me and Jaden walked over there, and I was messing around, and all I heard was a big bang, and he told me he kicked the log off, and then we turned around, we ran. Some black dude came up and told us not to go over there because it was dangerous. Because at that point we met up with Miranda and AJ, and we turned around and we just started walking back there because we didn't think anything of the log. We didn't think it was going to hurt anybody. Like, we just thought he just kicked the log off, and it was loud. So after that, that guy came up to us, told us not to go that way. So we turned around, went all the way down, and then over towards, like, so when you go down the stairs through that cave thing, and you come around through that other cave, you go down, and it's like that. And we kind of stopped, like, right around there.
Did you see what happened?
No, like, I saw where everybody was going, but I didn't see anything like the log or anything. I didn't see anybody over there. I just saw a bunch of EMS. Like, on our way walking back out, the EMS came down past us, and that's when we left, because we got scared.
See any firemen?
I didn't see any firemen. When we walked by, it was just a bunch of EMS lights,
What do you think are like EMS? What makes someone EMS and not fire?
like ambulances. There was like 4 ambulances right beside with all their lights on. But they weren't like, their sirens were on, but their lights were on.
Okay, so did you actually see the paramedics?
Yeah, they were carrying a bag, wearing all black, and they walked by us. There was 2 of them. There was a girl and a guy. And then after that, me and Jaden made a pact not to tell anybody about this. And because I was tipped off already that this was going to happen, but I didn't. Like, someone told me that Bailey told you guys about all of this. So
Who told you? This ain't that time to
well,
hold secrets.
yeah, he's not doing anything wrong. So Cole,
Doesn't matter.
Cole told me he heard Bailey say my name, and he told me. So
What was his name?
But he didn't know what it was about. He has no idea what any of this was about, and I kind of don't want him to know about any of this. But he told me that Bailey was talking to Campbell about me and was going to tell me, but I didn't get to school in time for him to tell me. And so I kind of knew what it was about, so I kind of texted Jaden and was like, dude, something's going to happen. We're going to get caught. I said, I don't know what you want me to say, but I'm not getting in trouble for you. I said I won't tell them, but if they ask me, I'm not going to completely lie and get myself in trouble. And then he said, okay, I'm not really worried about it. And that was the end of it. I called him yesterday in the parking lot, and that's what I said.
So you called him yesterday?
That was it. Yep, that's the last time I talked to Jaden.
So yesterday you guys talked to each other on the phone.
Mm-hmm.
You told him that you
Yeah.
weren't going to take the fall for him,
But I wasn't going to tell them straight away. But only if they asked me about it.
anything else you're hiding?
Nope.
This ain't, like I said, this is serious.
Yeah, I know.
This is
I know.
serious.
I realized that someone died.
Exactly.
There's something that we were doing, just messing around, being stupid.
She has kids too. She has
Yeah,
one
I know.
their age.
It's not fair to them.
It's not.
Where
It's
did you think that log weighed?
I have no idea. I didn't pick it up.
You saw it.
Yeah, I saw it, but I don't know. I don't really pick up logs.
What do you think a log would do to a human body during a fire?
Probably smash someone. But I was the one that threw it. Like, you could hook me up to a lie detector test, I could kick it and throw it. All Jaden told me was I kicked the log off. Like, I swear on everything. You can put the lie detector test on me and I'll say the same exact thing, because that's exactly what happened.
We can do that. That's not a problem. We have a person at the house that does that.
If you want to, I will gladly do that.
Is there any reason to do that, though?
No.
Is there anything that you have not told us the truth about? Is there anything you have not mentioned to us that you know about this? Be very, very specific.
It's like,
is there anything else you have not said today? Because I don't want to have a conversation in a few minutes. Oh, hey, what about this?
About this. Like, not anything that I know of that. We didn't really do anything else after that.
Where did you guys go to after that?
Miranda and AJ left because they wanted us to get out of the car after we told them. They just told us they didn't want to be around us, and they told us to get.
So
they were crying. They were mad at us. They were crying.
So they knew that
this happened. Yeah.
This happened.
Yeah, I told them about it. And
Where you can say get out of the car. So where'd you get out of the car at?
over by Jaden's house, and then me and Jaden went and rode around in town on our scooter and bike. So when you guys talk to Jaden, he's probably gonna come in here and say he's either gonna plead the fifth. Or he might admit to it. He might say he did it.
So what's pleading the fifth?
Like he might not say anything. He might say nothing happened.
So he'll say this was you that did it?
No, he won't say that because he knows I didn't do it.
He's in trouble. Why wouldn't he say that you did it?
I don't know. If he says I did it, I'll be like, no, I did not do that.
But how can we say you didn't? That's what I'm asking.
Because I didn't do it.
Did anybody else see this happen? Miranda wasn't there. AJ didn't see
They
it.
didn't see it, but you can ask them. They know I didn't do it.
But they would
They would
tell
Jaden. Yeah, they'd say Jaden did it.
because of what you guys said in the car.
Yeah, I told her that Jaden did it.
Did Jaden say he did it?
Yeah, Jaden's told me that he did it before.
No.
And
Would the girl say?
yeah, he said that in front of me.
Okay. So the girl
said-
would say.
He said I already caught a body by the age of 16. So he more thought of it as funny.
he said what?
I already got a body at the age of 16.
You think this is funny?
I don't think it's funny. I think that's the only reason why I'm telling you all this, because I think it's serious. It's very serious. Someone lost their life for someone being stupid and messing around.
You know what, Jordan? I think what I'm gonna do here, we're gonna take a break.
Alright,
You want something to drink? You want some water? You want something?
I'm fine.
What are you talking about hanging on the branches?
Is it, if I get permission from my parents, could you guys take me there and me show you everything that happened? Like to Old Man's Cave and me take you there. Can I do that? I would much rather do that because I can completely, clearly explain everything that happened in perfect detail, and I will tell you everything that happened.
We can do that.
I think that's a good idea. I actually want to do that, like, because now I'm understanding that even though I thought I was going to get in trouble,
It's here. You've been escaping this for a long time, and now, right now is the time
I
to
know.
tell us everything.
but
Everything. Any other details?
I should have just called about it when it happened.
So we used a plaque on where he was standing.
Drawer I was saying.
Yeah.
Actually, like where these two people are is like right where me and him were when he kicked the log. But I didn't know he was going to kick the log. He said, "Help me move this log," so I helped him move the log. And he didn't tell me he was going to kick it. And then after, so wait, actually, Miranda and then when they came, I just didn't want them to get involved in this. When me and him were over there, Miranda came up behind us and they were like right over back here.
So they're over here.
Yeah, they would have been back here, farther back behind. They weren't by the trees. They were back.
So they
further.
watched the log go over too.
Yeah, because he turned around and yelled at them. He's like, "I'm going to kick it off," or he said, "I'm going to throw it off," or something like that. And then because I turned around to look at them when he was yelling at him, and I turned back around and the log was going down the hill. So I didn't.
There's a difference between kicking and throwing.
I didn't see which one. I didn't see which one he did.
Did he say that he threw it or did he kick it?
I think he said I'm going to throw it off.
He's going to throw it.
I think he did say I'm going to throw it off, and because it bounced. If he would have kicked it, it wouldn't have rolled. It bounced. It bounced and it went off. This where it's coming down that cliff. It would have bounced right here, bounced right there, and went right off around this edge. Because I wasn't close to the edge. I was farther back.
So what did he do? Did he have it like up on his shoulder and keep it? Or did both of them have it both of it at the same time and sling it?
No, I didn't pick it up. I didn't pick up the log. I just dragged it out.
You just drug it out.
Yeah, and I don't know how he threw it, but I know he threw it. I think he took it like this and he threw it like that.
So he threw it over and not kicked it.
Yeah, I think he threw it.
Okay. Use your yellow marker that you have in your hand. Show me where he was standing.
He was right here.
So circle that person if that's where you think he was standing. And he being who?
Huh?
And he being who? Who is that?
This one.
Yeah. What's his name?
Jaden.
Okay, that's Jaden.
And I would have been back like, right here
Okay.
at the spot.
That's,
When he turned around, Miranda and then would have been like right here. When
okay. Now with this green one, show me where that log was. Where did you pull that log back from?
I drug it out from what I remember. I don't know if he picked it up and moved it over here, and if it was over here. But what I remember is it was like right around this area. It would have been somewhere around in between these trees.
So the green is where the log was.
Yes, it's what I remember it means. But like I said, if I get permission from my mom to go there and show you,
I think that would be an excellent idea.
I actually want to do that so I can get all this cleared up, and I will take a DNA test and everything.
Okay.
And if it comes down to it, I'll take a lie detector test and prove that I had nothing to do with causing any of this. And even though I was involved, I should have said something, but I didn't because I kind of freaked out. And
How old are you?
I'm 16. I just turned 16 last month, August 5th. No, 2 months ago.
So you were 16 when this happened.
Yeah. And that's why I kind of freaked out because I realized I can be tried as an adult when I'm 16.
You researched this?
No, but my mom talks to me about a lot of stuff all the time because I've been in trouble a few times with the cops.
You ever get on your phone and look up what the ORC is?
The only thing that I looked up, can I see my phone for 1 second? To show you something. This is how I found out about it to begin with. I didn't know that this woman died or anything until afterwards. And it was, I gotta turn this off. My VPN.
Your VPN.
Yeah, so I can get on Snapchat.
No, the internet.
The internet blocked Snapchat. But she sent me,
to access it.
yeah,
Yeah, they have ways around it.
Nice.
well, she sent me a screenshot of it because she freaked out, and this is what caused me to freak out. And because she knew about it, but she didn't she wasn't involved.
But you guys, I asked you earlier if you discussed it.
We did discuss it. She made us discuss it with her in the car, and then she kicked us out of her car.
But she just told me that she
didn't have anything to do with it though. Like she wasn't.
you're not following me. So later on, she sent you a picture of this.
Yeah, to show me that the woman died. That's all she was showing me. She wasn't texting me about anything or asking me what happened. She was just telling me, like, look, there it is. That's what she sent me.
So it says
Is that
from Channel 10, it's WBNS Channel 10. So we do have evidence to support that individuals, and we have a description of the individuals were on top of the section above where the incident happened, he said.
Yeah, that's the only thing
So
that
is she
I saw.
warning you about this?
This was the day that it happened, was when she sent me that. And that's the last time she texted me about this. And I haven't even went to that website. I didn't go to it at all or anything.
And this is from
Miranda. Yeah, because this is all I've ever seen about anything that happened, and that's all I knew was this. I didn't research it or anything. I didn't look it up because I just tried not to think about it at all because I was kind of freaking out.
Thought it was just gonna go away.
Yeah, I just told Jaden not to tell anybody, and the only person I told was Bailey. Because, of course, I would tell my girlfriend. Because I was freaking out. I was crying. And
What did you tell her?
I told her that me and Jaden threw a log off.
Okay.
But I was just saying that to look cool. Miranda and AJ would tell you that I didn't throw it off too. It was Jaden. He threw the log off. And he said, "We're gonna throw it off." And I looked over and it was rolling down.
Nobody was yelling or anything.
I heard it. All I heard was that's the only thing I heard. It sounded like a gunshot. It was loud. And it scared me, so me and him ran.
You didn't hear anybody screaming?
I didn't hear anybody scream.
So as soon as you threw it off, you ran.
I didn't throw it off. He threw it off.
He threw it off.
Yeah, he threw it off.
You pulled back and then he threw it off.
Yeah, but I didn't know he was going to
With
throw it
Miranda
off.
and AJ watching.
Yeah, but I didn't know he was going to throw it off.
So every time we talk, we get a little bit different story. Now Miranda and AJ's there.
Yeah, I was just trying to keep.
Trying to keep shit.
I know that's why. My parents told me just tell you everything. That's why I'm telling you everything.
Is there anything else? Every time we talk, we get more and more.
This worked once. Remember when we had to lie first? We started all over again. We got a little further. Let's do it again. Start from the beginning.
Alright. It'd be so much easier to explain if I was there.
Right now we're here.
I know, but
We'll go out there. But right now
okay,
we're here.
okay. But we went over to that spot. Me and Jaden were over there. I pulled out a log with him. That was the only time I touched the log. I pulled it
Got
out.
a log of the tree where you said.
Yeah, where it
this
was. Yeah,
So that's still the same.
yeah, pretty sure that's where the log was.
Which is
that's where I saw it was, and that's where I pulled it out from. And then he picked it up when they were back behind us and said, "I'm going to throw it off." I don't know if he was trying to show off or what. And then Miranda got mad at him and started yelling at him for being retarded and throwing logs off. And
Wait a minute. Throwing logs off. I asked you earlier, was there anything else thrown off before that log was thrown off?
no, for throwing the log off.
No branches, no sticks, no
No.
rocks, not kicking anything off.
That I know of. I didn't throw anything. And I didn't see Jaden throwing anything. But after that, we started going back. That black dude came up to us.
Well,
Told
hang
us
on,
not to
before
go
you
there.
leave, how did he throw that off? So he picked it up.
Can you pull up the picture where it was between those trees again? Right there. So the log was like right. Is this touchscreen?
Yep.
Oh, my bad. The log would have been like somewhere right there, I think, and then we pulled it off like right here. I was standing over here.
Wait a minute.
He
What do
was
you
right
mean you
there.
pulled it off? So the log was like this, up against that tree?
Yeah, and I dragged it over and put it this way.
So this is where you pulled it back.
Yeah, I pulled it back.
So it was like this, and you pulled it back to here.
Yeah, and then he picked it up.
So right here, he
Yeah.
picked it up.
Yeah,
How did
and
he pick it up?
I think he picked it up by both ends of it. Or he picked it up like this and threw it.
Well, very specifically, what did he do?
I don't remember. I was right here, and I turned around when he yelled, and then he picked it up. He either picked it up or kicked it. I didn't see him pick it up. I was standing beside him though,
How did you not see that?
because I was facing the other way.
So you don't know if he picked it up?
I don't know if he picked it up or kicked it. That's what I'm saying. But it would make more sense if he threw it.
You said he either had this or underhand carry.
Yeah. So if he would have picked it up, he
But
would
how
have
did you know that if you didn't see it?
I don't know. 'Cause that's the only way you can pick up a log.
So you're assuming that.
Yeah, I'm assuming that.
So that's not.
That's not. Yeah, that's not like I didn't see that. But the only reason why I'm saying I think he said he was going to throw it. 100% Jaden said I'm going to throw it off. And when I looked back behind, the log bounced and then it rolled down and I heard it go down. Is there a hill underneath this? Like
You know what's underneath there?
No.
You ever heard of Old Man's Cave?
Yeah.
That's actually Old Man's Cave.
Oh, well, I had no idea. And
What do you think would happen? You know there's trails throughout. So, you know people walk trails.
yeah.
You know Hocking Hills has 3.5 million visitors a year.
Yeah.
So what's the odds of you think somebody's underneath that edge right now? Not right this second, but back here. What's the odds?
Pretty high.
Pretty high.
But
How high?
probably like 60-70% that someone's probably gonna be right there. Because there was a good bit of people there that day.
Yeah, it was packed.
Yeah, it was
Probably couldn't find a parking place.
No, it was packed.
So you knew it was packed.
Yeah, but I didn't know he was going to throw it off. Like, I swear on everything, I had no idea he was going to throw it off.
Your mom's very upset. You know that.
Yeah, I know my mom's upset, and that's why I'm trying to be as truthful as I can and tell you everything that I can remember.
I think we're close. You tell me the truth, but I think there's more. Because the
No.
story keeps changing.
I didn't know. Like, that is the truth. That's the very truth. I do not know if he threw it or if he kicked it, but he said he was going to throw it off, and I turned around and I saw the log bounce and roll down the hill.
What if I told you that I had a special computer that come in called a total station that reconstructed this whole scene, puts the trajectory of the log going over the edge, and the possibilities of what that log weighed and what the possibilities of one person throwing it versus two people?
I mean, if you want to, you can. You can do that.
I already have. It's time to tell the truth.
I didn't throw it off. I swear on everything.
Time to tell the truth.
I am. I'm telling the truth. I didn't throw the log off.
There you go.
Yes, I am. I'm telling the truth. I did not throw that log off.
You helped him.
No, I did not. I did not throw the log off.
It's impossible for him to pick up a 6-foot log.
Well, but I don't know. I didn't throw the log off with him. I swear on everything. You can hook me up to a lie detector test. I will pass it. I did not throw that log off. I might have touched the log, but I did not throw that log off.
Did you grab one end? Did you grab the other end?
Nope. All I did was drag it. That's the only thing I did. And I was standing up against this tree, and I turned around.
Why did you turn around?
Because he yelled at Miranda and AJ.
What did you yell at them for?
And he said, I'm going to throw it off.
Did anybody say don't?
No, I didn't think anything of it. Nobody had a chance to, because he did it right after he said it. Either he kicked it off, or he threw it off right
That's
after.
impossible. You can't be standing there beside that tree. That's impossible.
Well,
I don't.
If I did witness, I don't remember seeing him kick it or throw it. I don't remember which one he did.
You don't remember or you don't see it?
I didn't see it, or I don't remember. I don't know. Like, that's what I'm saying. I just don't know. I'm trying to think about what he did, and I'm trying, like, my hardest to remember and think about everything. But I don't know. Like, I'm thoughtless of if he threw it or kicked it off.
You know we're going to talk to Jaden.
Mm-hmm.
What's Jaden
Yeah.
listen?
Jaden's probably going to tell you that he threw the log off. Or
So
that
you
he kicked
tell
the
me
log
that
off.
Jordan threw the log off.
If he tells you that, then I'll have you guys hook me up to the lie detector test, prove that I didn't. Because I 100% did not throw that log off. And if
What's
he's
Miranda and AJ going to say?
that Jaden threw the log off,
Are you sure of that?
100% sure.
Because when you walked in here and you made a pact with your buddies that you wasn't going to say anything.
Yeah,
But now you're talking.
But
So you know that's what's going to happen.
I'm telling you
guys
the
made a
truth.
pact and you guys
Yeah, I know, but I'm telling you the
and then
truth.
we're going to get them in here, and then they're going to tell us a
Yeah.
different story.
No, they'll probably tell you that Jaden threw the log off.
Probably. There's a big difference.
They're going to tell you that Jaden threw the log off. Like, I knew that's what they're going to say, because I didn't throw the log off, and I told them I didn't throw the log off. And I hope Jaden, when you guys tell him that you have proof, that he takes full blame for it. Because I did not do it, and he knows I didn't do it. Because that's why he was bragging about it, saying, I caught a body by the age of 15 or 16. He didn't say we caught a body, he said I caught a body by the age of 16.
I caught
A body.
at the age of 16.
He said that in the car while we were all with him.
What do you think's going to happen? Now that you've come in and you've talked to us, what do you think's going to happen? What do you think the next step is happening?
I have no idea.
No idea.
Am I going to get arrested?
For what?
I don't know. That's what I'm saying. I don't know if there's any charges that I can get for witnessing a murder and not telling about it.
Think about what you did. You touched the murder weapon.
I know, but I wasn't the one that voluntarily did it. It wasn't my fault that it happened. It kind of was, but it wasn't my fault. Like, I didn't...
What happens, you and him go rob a store. He shoots and kills a clerk.
Will I get in trouble for being with him?
You get charged for murder. CMC.
So I'm going to get charged for involuntary manslaughter for...
I consider just murder.
So I'm going to get murder charges?
I didn't say that. But I think you gotta know the complete and utter truth.
I am. I'm telling you the complete and utter truth. If you guys don't believe
The
me...
only thing that's gonna help you is the truth. If
Okay.
there's anything
Well-
you omitted, you know what omitted means? It means you didn't tell us. Kind of like to start with. You didn't tell us certain things. If there's anything you're holding back, anything you're not telling precisely the way it happened,
No, when we go there, I'll tell you everything precisely exactly how it happened. I'll show you exactly where I got the log from. I'll show you exactly what he did. And if you guys, I would like to take a lie detector test and have you guys ask me the same questions, if that's okay, if we can do that.
well, that's absolutely, we can do it. We got a guy at the house that can do it.
Alright.
What, you got your DNA box with you?
Yeah. I think Dave's got everything.
Just rob him real quick. And
Consent. Is Mom here?
she's still,
She's probably still in the
Yeah,
20s. Yeah.
Yeah, I told him I don't even know if he kicked it through it or pushed it. He could have done either of them. Like, I really didn't see him do it. I just turned around and saw the log go down the hill.
We're changing their story again.
No, I just don't know. That's what I'm saying. Like, I didn't change my story. I just don't know.
Yeah, it is, because that's what you told me.
No, I just don't know if he threw it, kicked it, or pushed it. He could have done anything.
Jordan, I don't think you realize the seriousness of this.
I know it's serious. I'm telling you the truth. I'm really telling you the
And
truth.
to help yourself, you need to be honest.
I am being honest.
Because if we find out other things, which we have a lot of the answers to, and what you're telling me, you can be charged for it if you're lying to me. Also,
I'm not lying though. Like, I really didn't throw the log off with him. I didn't see if he kicked it, pushed it, or threw the log. I just remember him saying, I want to throw the log off.
It's just hard for me to believe, and I'm sure it's hard to believe for these guys even sitting there. I mean, it's going to be hard to believe for anybody that you're help grab the log, drag it over, and he told me that you leaned up against this tree right here, and your buddy's standing there, and he hollers at him, your two girls up there. It's just hard for me to believe, and I'm sure it's hard to believe for these guys. It's hard for Detective Robertson to believe that. It's hard to believe that you're standing right here, this dude hollers, I'm going to throw this log over, just out of curiosity. I would turn my head.
And when I turned my head, the log was rolling.
So when I'm sitting here and he goes, I'm going to throw this log over, and I would look.
Yeah, I did. I looked and I watched it go over it.
So you watched it go over.
I watched it
go over, then you knew how he pushed it.
I don't know if he kicked it through it or pushed it though.
Pushed it or threw it.
Where that was at? How did you pull? You said you pulled that hog out.
Yeah.
How did you grab it?
I just pulled it. It's
Right middle, side.
Like that. It'd be like this part of it, like the edge, the very edge of it, and I just drug it over. Yeah, I just drug it over. But I didn't throw it.
How far did you drag it?
Like where it was like in the middle of the shoe.
It was in the middle. So what was the point of just dragging it in the middle?
I don't know. I was bored. I was just messing around, and I dragged the log over, and he was like, "I'm gonna throw it over."
So you guys discussed that he was going to throw it over? Before?
No, I didn't. He didn't discuss it with me. He just did it.
Thank you, guilty.
Name it Tool Foods. I hope there's nothing that you're not saying. Find out. I hope, for your sake, that you said everything. Didn't leave anything out. That's the only thing that's gonna save you.
That's why I'm
I
saying.
don't want him to come in and say, "No, he did." He's the one that did it all.
That's why I want to get a lie detector
Jordan
test.
did this, Jordan did that. I was staying up here with the girls. That's what I'm worried about.
I'm not worried about
Is he
that.
gonna fall on the sword?
Hmm?
Is he gonna take the blame?
For what? I hope he does. He's the one that did it. I didn't do it. I hope he admits to it. I really do, because I really didn't throw the log off or push it or kick it, whatever he did to it. I was just there with him when he did it.
Swap done.
Yep. Jordan's like this, man. So I'm giving you the last opportunity. My notebook is still open. If I close this notebook, it's a done deal. If I find out anything else later, okay, that means you're lying to me.
I'm not. I'm telling you everything
So
I
we're
remember.
closing down the conversation right now, okay?
But when we go to Old Man's Cave, I want to show you everything that happened. I want to show you where I hung off the branch at and everything.
Okay.
And I'll show you what I was looking off of, everything. And I'll explain everything to you completely. You have my full cooperation.
Fine.
Mom's done, so.
Mom will be fine with it too. I already know.
Well, I'm sure she will, because she ain't a very happy woman.
Closing. Anything? Are you sure?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure.
But once I close it and I come back, it's not going to be good.
Alright?
With Jordan placing all the blame on Jaden, detectives turned to Jaden for his account of events. Jaden was brought in for an interview, accompanied by his mother, to provide his version of what happened that day.
Obviously, we're here. We had an incident at Hocking Hills. But before we get started, we got to do some things before. We need questions here, okay? Ask you some questions. No big deal. The state makes me do this. Read you the land rights. This right here. You understand all that?
Yes, sir.
Right here, just on the side, it needs to need you to initial right there.
Right here? On all four?
Yeah, just initial right there. Alright. So, what grade again, Jay?
Right.
Here in Little. You go to school here all the time.
Yes.
Always lived in Hocking County.
I've lived in Chillicothe for maybe a year, and then we moved back down here.
So you was, when was you in Chillicothe?
What? Years ago. I was like probably, 8 or 9,
Yeah, it's that long time ago.
What do you like doing?
riding my bike,
Right.
right in town. I usually go to Lancaster Skate Park.
Go where?
Lancaster Skate Park,
Okay.
the BMX place right beside the pool.
like I said, I don't work for natural resources. I'm not going out to hiking and do anything.
I mean, I like to hunt.
Yeah.
I like to duck hunt and that stuff, but hiking, I don't really like walking a lot, so I just ride my bike a lot and stay in town with my friends.
Who's your friends?
Johnny, Cole, Garrett. Just a lot of football players.
You used to play football?
I've played every sport.
Ran track?
Yep. I tried to run track one year and then I got all my stuff and I didn't have to write GPA for it, so I wasn't allowed.
You played football this year? Did you play last year?
No, I quit sports a couple years back, but
How about Sid, Johnny, and Cole? Who else?
Garrett.
Garrett. What about Jordan?
Jordan? He's my friend. Which Jordan though? I know a lot of Jordans.
Jordan. Buckley.
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 I mean, he's a grade under me and I've hung out with him before. He rides scooters with me sometimes.
What about Miranda?
Miranda? I know her.
AJ?
Yes, I know AJ too.
What's her last name?
I don't know them like that.
You just know who they are?
Yeah. I don't know, like I don't know their last name or anything. Like that. I just know who they are. So I've hung out with them before. Like at Johnny's house, in Colt's house.
Who's John?
Johnny.
Oh, okay.
When's the last time you hung out with him?
Johnny? Yesterday.
What'd you guys do?
Fast football. Worked out. Just hang out.
When's the last time you talked to Miranda?
I haven't talked to her probably like a week or two maybe. I don't know, I usually don't talk to her either. She has a boyfriend, so I usually leave her more.
If you're in the building, could you call the attendance office?
Well, Jaden, we've been beating around the bush, and I'm just going to get straight to it. There was an incident at Hocking Hills State Park. I know that you was there on September 2nd. Am I right?
Yes, I was there.
Okay. Tell me about that day.
We pulled up and we were about to go hike and go down and look around. And then some dude comes running past. And he's like, somebody just got hit with something. And we think she's dead. So we're like, what? And we turn around and we leave because we don't even want to go down there and see it or anything. And then once we're walking out, there's like ambulances pulling up and all this. And we
Who was with you that day?
the Miranda and AJ and then George.
How'd you guys get there?
Miranda.
Miranda for a gray car?
Yes.
For a silver car?
What'd you do that day? How long was you there?
We was there not that long because we was just about to walk down the stairs when the guy came up out of the stairs and ran past us.
What did the guy look like?
Some darker dude.
Darker dude.
I don't know how to really explain how someone looks. He just.
Why was he running?
What do you mean?
I don't know. I'm asking.
Why was he running? Because I just told you he was running up the stairs, and when we was about to walk down there, he was like, some girl just got hit by a branch and we think she's dead. So we turned around and we left.
So you pulled in, got out of the car, just walked over there, and this guy come running up. You guys just turned around and walked off.
Well, we went down in there a little bit and looked to see if we could see anything, but it was like deep down in there, so we didn't go all the way down in there. And then we just coming back, and the EMS passed us and we leave.
Did you hear what happened?
By the dude that ran past us, coming up the stairs.
Anything else? I mean, later on?
No.
Nothing at all.
What else am I supposed to know about it?
The truth.
I'm gonna tell you something. I've been here 22 years, okay? I've been investigating for 10.
Okay.
He's a lieutenant for the sheriff's office, okay? Before we come in here, we already have all the answers. There might be one or two that we don't know. We've already talked to people.
Okay.
I know about your Instagram. We got intel. A lot of things. A lot of serious accusations have been brought against you. And this is the time to tell the truth, to help yourself. Because right now, it's really serious. Really, really serious. And you need to be honest and upfront. Because we know a lot more than what you think. Alright?
Then you need to talk to me, sir, in private.
Was this an accident?
Because he's underage. He's underage,
We can
and it
talk.
sounds like you know exactly what happened. So maybe
Yes,
you should go tell me exactly what happened, and then I will talk to him. Because I don't like you saying that you knew what happened,
Yes, ma'am.
and
We do know what happened.
okay, then you know who did it and what happened. So
Yes.
good, then we'll go in the other room, and you can tell me if he
That's not how this-
participated in
This
this.
is not how
and
this is going to work.
it's not.
No. Not at all. Your son did something that resulted in the death of a lady.
No,
Yes, ma'am.
no.
And I can prove that beyond a shadow of a doubt.
Then somebody ought to be proving it to me before they're saying something like that to him, because that is very upsetting
What
to
we
me.
want to know, was this an accident? There's always two
I'm
sides of
not
every story.
liking this.
I don't like this from day one.
I don't like it either.
Neither does the family of the lady that...
Excuse me, I know that. I have felt very bad about that. That is sickening to me. And I have even said this is a horrible thing, but for you to sit here and say that he had something to do with this?
And we already do know that. That's beyond a shadow of doubt. The other thing we want to know, was this an accident? Was this something you weren't meaning to happen? Things happen for who knows why things happen? I can't answer this. But I want to know, was this an accident? Or was this something that you meant to do? Because that's a big difference. If this is an accident, where you weren't trying to do this, is one thing.
I didn't do it. I was there.
Okay. So tell me what happened, step by step.
Like basically what I was saying. When we walked up by the stairs, I'm not gonna say names because I don't.
You have to say names.
Jordan walks, like, we were walking, and then there was this log, and he kicks it, and it starts to slide.
Okay.
So you're saying Jordan kicked it?
And then it slid, and then and we left.
Okay, you can.
Did you touch this log?
Mr. Hacker's office.
Because here's the thing.
What was that again?
Said, did you touch the log? Because we've talked to Jordan, Miranda, and AJ. They all said you're the one that did it.
I grabbed the log.
Okay, so you touched the log.
I touched it, but I did not kick it off or throw it off.
Then what happened to it? How did that smash a lady?
He got kicked off the edge.
Who kicked it?
Jordan.
Jordan kicked it?
Yes.
Are you sure?
Yes,
Because
sir.
we talked to Miranda,
I know this.
AJ.
I know this.
I know about your pact with Jordan. You guys already had this rehearsed. It took him about 30 seconds to break down. Same thing with Miranda and AJ. They're pissed. They don't want anything to do with this.
I get this.
We know where they would stand it.
We gotta be completely honest with ourselves and others here. You touched it.
Yes.
When did
I
you
touched
touch it?
When?
Yes.
Before it fell off.
Before it fell off.
Yeah, like
Where were you standing at?
me.
Yes.
Jordan was here. Miranda and AJ were in the back, and then I was like right here. And when I touched it, I just flipped it over and it didn't move. And then
So this is the ledge. Okay. This is the hillside going up. Show them exactly where everybody was standing. Where was the log compared to the edge?
this is the edge of the
Yep, that's the edge. So that's over the cliff.
It was like here.
What's this? So that's the log?
Yes, yeah, that's the wall. And then I was like, I touched it and flipped it. And it was like here. And then I was standing here. Jordan was standing here. They were standing back here. Kicks it. And it turns sideways like this. Slides. Down.
So when you flipped it, how did it slide?
What do you mean? It didn't slide when I flipped it.
Okay, so how did it start sliding?
Jordan kicked it.
Which one's Jordan? That's Jordan. So Jordan's the one that kicked it? And it slid down like this, at that same angle.
Kicked like the corner of it. Yes, that's how it went off.
So I just want to make sure I understand. This is the log. This is the log. You flipped it over. And after you flipped it over, you didn't touch it. Is what you're saying.
Yes, that's what I remember.
And this is Jordan. This is you. This is Miranda and AJ. And Jordan.
I was standing like right behind a tree.
How far is this to that?
This to that?
How far was that log to the end of the cliff?
Couldn't really remember.
20, 30 feet. I mean, a good distance. It was, you guys weren't at the edge of the cliff though, right?
We weren't up at the edge.
Okay, so you were back a little bit. Okay. So
But
few feet.
there was like, it was like a, say like a hill, and then it was like really, really, really steep to the edge.
And you guys were behind the hill.
Like there's a little bit of like down this, and then it was the drop.
Do you know what's down here?
No.
Do you know where you were at? You're at the Hocking Hills State Park, but do you know what specific part of the park you were at?
No, sir.
Old Man's Cave. That's where 3.5 million visitors every year come out to see Old Man's Cave, Hocking Hills, right? So directly underneath here, do you know what that is? That's the actual Old Man's Cave. You're on top of the actual part of Old Man's Cave that everybody goes to. What do you think's down there?
People, I guess.
People. If something would fall off, what do you think would happen to the person?
Pass.
I'm sorry?
They would pass.
You mean pass? Die?
If it hit them.
They would die. Do you know how big that log was?
It was decent.
How big? Was it a log or a log?
It was log, but it wasn't that big of a log.
Was it a little log?
It was like probably like this big, I'm saying.
I can tell you it was 6 foot long.
Really?
Yeah.
Was you throwing stuff fire before you threw that log over?
Huh?
Was you throwing anything over? Like sticks,
I didn't throw
branches?
anything. Yes, sir.
Anybody? Did you hear people doing it?
Yes, sir.
Didn't hear nothing.
Yes, sir.
All those people. You couldn't hear anybody. You couldn't hear anybody yelling at you to stop throwing the branches over.
No, sir, because I didn't throw no branch over.
Throw a rock.
No, sir. I just told you I did not throw anything.
Is this the area? Is that picture?
Yeah, I see it.
Look familiar?
I don't know, I do a lot of things on a daily basis.
what you're looking at. Does that look familiar?
I mean, that's kind of how it looked. But I can't be like straight up with you. Like I don't really remember what it looked like.
So, when you come into the park, let's just start over. When you come into the park, you parked in the parking lot. Which way did you go? How did you get where you was at?
By a new building.
Okay, so that was the visitor center. Brand new building, the fancy building. Where a lot of people all around it. And then where did you go?
To the stairs.
Then where?
Well, here's the stairs and right beside the stairs.
Okay, so if you were facing this way, you was at the stairs, about ready to go there. You went over here to the right.
We went to the left first.
To the left.
Around the stairs.
If you go left, you go off the left.
Well, yeah, like we went a little bit to the left and looked over that like.
Yeah, it's a cliff.
Yeah, there
A
was
cliff.
there was like big blocks going around the edge and we looked over.
Alright, so then after that,
Went right.
okay. So you went past the steps around to the right to where this is, which is what you're looking at this on the screen. So this is the right one, then. That's what I'm asking. I know trees in the woods. I mean, I
don't really know what a specific tree looks like.
I get it. But does that seem right? Alright.
How about this? Is that better? A little more familiar.
If you want me to say so.
What the trees?
Like I'm being straight up with you. I don't remember what trees. Like a tree's a tree and there's like really nothing.
See, I'd agree with you. Now, he could tell me it's an elm or an oak or whatever else. I can't do that. I can tell you it's a tree. But that looks pretty close.
Start with that. Let me ask you this. See that?
Yes.
That's a long. I was there. Yeah.
My carriage is all out of the woods. Out of the trail.
It's a 6 foot. I'm going to tell you exactly what that is. It's a 6 foot, 3/4, 7 3/4 inches in diameter. It weighs 74 pounds. That's a hemlock. That's what hit Victoria Schafer in the back of the head. Okay. So it's time to tell the truth. This is very serious. Okay.
I know.
All right. I know you're scared. Best thing for you to do is tell the truth. Okay.
Yes.
Name what we're doing is asking for the truth.
I know, but I don't want him to sit and say,
I'm literally
it's
telling
the
you
law
the
and
truth right now. Like I've done told you the truth.
I'm not
Everyone
protecting
else-
him.
Everyone
I
else is telling us
Sorry, man.
you're the one that kicked the tree over. You're the one that did it.
Okay, I did not kick it off.
Did you throw it off?
No, sir.
So you flipped it over and Jordan kicked it.
Yes.
Why did Jordan flip it over?
Huh?
Why did Jordan kick it off? Why did you flip it over?
I flipped it over
Why?
because we was going to take it off. Because we just wanted to be like, oh, this would be fun, right?
You should off to the girls.
See how great game we can make. So I flipped it, then I was like, second thoughts. What if there is something? And then we kicked it, and we were boom.
And what did you do?
I left. Well, we went downstairs and looked when a guy passed us. And then we didn't say, we didn't do it, and we just left.
Why would Miranda and AJ say a different story? And Jordan, your buddy.
Don't know, sir.
It doesn't make sense to me.
It doesn't make sense to me either. Because I know I didn't kick it. If I kicked it off, I know I would have kicked it off. I'm not trying to hide anything here. I'm giving you the answers you're asking for.
Truthful answers.
Yes.
Did you send any text to Jordan?
Like,
You guys rehearsed this last night.
you sent me a text.
Sorry. Taylor.
You still have the,
They go away.
It's
Picture.
I don't know,
But when you send a picture, when you open it, it's gone.
Snapchat.
it's always still there. Just because it's come off your phone doesn't mean it's gone. It doesn't go poof. It's still out there.
I know.
Is there any messages that you and Jordan were talking back and forth?
He texted me, or he texted me, and he talked to me, like, about what happened, like the situation.
What he said?
He was just like, some bad stuff's about to happen or something.
Meaning what?
And I was just like, alright, whatever. And then I hung up because I was at the crash yesterday. I was out front of the school.
Jaden, do you have Facebook?
Yes.
Instagram? This right here is from our intel. We do a background check on anything that comes in. So when they get into this information, it's got the links of everything that he has accounts. We can click on that and what we were saying, it was still there. Just got the conversation that you had last night.
Then you already know what he talked about, right?
Yes, ma'am.
So does somebody want to
That's
share that with me?
That's how we know if someone's being truthful truthful with us or not. We're not quite there. Close. Not quite there.
Do you mind?
I'm being truthful.
Why would they say you're the one that made that little go over the cliff? If they're sitting there watching,
Maybe because I was close to it, I guess. I don't know.
well,
I watched Jordan with my eyes.
kick after you flipped it.
Do you know what? You guys, I'm being very patient with this, but it sounds like you're trying to talk him into saying something that he's being honest with
I'm
you.
trying to talk him into telling me the truth.
But he just told you what
No,
happened.
that's not the truth. I know
So
that's
you're
not the
trying to
truth.
get him to say something that
I'm trying to get him to tell us the truth. Is what I'm trying to do. Not a trick.
I don't understand.
Not a trick,
You have his
just-
phone. You have.
We're just trying to get him to tell us what happened.
He's
Because at the
just
end of
told
the
you
day,
3 times.
that's not the
something.
truth.
It's
At
not.
the end of the day, a lady lost her life.
I know that. I'm very sad for that lady. I'm very
I'm
sad
very
for
sad
her family.
for her.
I was sick to my stomach when I heard about this, and then to find out that he was there. I'm.
Did you know that he was there?
No, I did not. He does not leave this town.
Well, he did it on that day.
Exactly. From what I hear, I did not know he was there.
So he was not being truthful.
No,
with
he
you.
was. It's not that he wasn't being truthful. He just didn't tell me that he went there. I didn't ask him if he went there, so therefore it was not being. It wasn't being untruthful.
So should I arrest Jordan today for homicide? Because that's what's going to happen. If I stay with that story.
I know this. And I'm not lying to you. I beat straight up with you. And he even told me when we was walking back to the car from when it happened, he said, bro, I kicked it. Sorry.
That's not what he told us. That's not what the other said.
Okay.
Just because they said it doesn't mean that he's lying to you.
This
What is
is
true? It's hearsay, 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 hearsay.
Hearsay.
Search for
Directly
or
authorized
stop
or
for
directly presented
wait
to
about 3 or 4 minutes and then comment
That's
it.
not hearsay. For me to say what they said, that's hearsay. But when they testify in court, that's direct evidence.
Right,
That's not
exactly. So that, I guess that's where we're all gonna end up. Yeah,
hearsay. I believe so.
yeah, because I'm
I'm being straight up. Like, I know what happened on that.
Will you take a lie detector test?
And I told you.
Will you take a lie detector test? It tells the truth.
I don't have to.
But
But I'm telling you the truth, so.
Jordan's gonna take one.
that's going to schedule right in. Verify that him and the others are telling the truth.
Okay.
Will you take one to verify you're telling the truth?
Well, sure.
Or get that scheduled right away?
Okay. Because I flipped it, and he kicked it. Exactly what I told you.
All together?
Hmm?
You flipped it, then he kicked it?
No, I flipped it, and then he kicked it after. Like I told you the
How long?
story.
2 seconds? I flipped it, and he kicked it. But just like that.
No.
20 seconds.
Probably a minute. I don't know.
So 60 seconds later? You flipped it, and a minute later, 60 seconds, he kicked it? Would that be what you're saying?
I just told you that I flipped it, and he kicked it off.
It said probably 60 seconds later, a minute, right? Is that accurate?
I don't know. I don't count in my head when time's going by.
Was it a pause? Was it instantaneous? Was it an hour later? I mean, these are questions that you can answer. You were there.
Yeah, I know this.
So, how long? 60 seconds? A minute?
I don't know. I flipped it. It landed. It sat there. I turned around. I looked down right at it and kicked it.
Which way was it, Ryan?
Like this.
Where was it at
When it
originally?
got kicked.
Where was that log at originally? On this? Where would that have been at?
By a tree.
Okay. Do you see where it would be at?
It's at different angles.
You see it?
Yeah, I see the pictures of the trees.
Do you see where the log was?
No.
What in this picture?
No.
You don't see where that log was in this picture? That's where it was.
Where?
Started out. Started out right here. That log gets picked up. See where these people are at? So this is that log we're looking at, that tree laying sideways. That's what you're looking at here, just a different angle. Where those two are at, that's our investigators calculating the distance and how far it went over the edge.
Okay, so you're telling me that's where it was?
Yes.
Incorrect.
Where was it?
It was behind a tree.
Behind a tree. A standing tree or a tree that's knocked over?
The tree that was standing up. It was like, say like a tree like that.
Mm-hmm.
It was like laying back here.
So against it.
Like, maybe against it.
Like where this green
But it
is,
was
where this
close.
green circle is.
Something like that, yeah.
And that's where Jordan grabbed it and pulled it back And that's where you threw. That's why those are marked. Would that be accurate?
They're not that way.
Kicked it. Didn't kick it. Jordan kicked it. So, I think we should arrest Jordan for that one. So,
We better do the lie detector test first on Jordan, don't you think, before you arrest him? For homicide? Yeah.
He's saying,
It doesn't matter what he says. You guys have to do it. Let's just talk. Like, detective talk. You can't, you think I would let you arrest him? Like Jordan Spears are gonna let you arrest Jordan without a lie detector test?
you don't have a choice in this. In the United States, there's a thing called probable cause.
You know what? I
That's
do
not
have a
probable
choice.
cause.
So, you're just gonna have to talk. I just have to get an attorney with a minimum wage, 2 jobs that I work, because, you know what? We do have choices.
Yes, we do have choices. We have a choice.
Okay.
That
Well,
happened, I
know this lady died. When you get the lie detector test set up for him, then you'll just have to contact me. As for now, Jaden, I will be leaving.
And that's
If
not
you're
correct.
rich.
You can leave. Jaden's going to be placed under arrest.
No, he can't be. He's 16 years old.
So, it doesn't matter.
He
did something that resulted in the death of Miss Schafer.
Where are you think you're gonna take him?
Juvenile detention.
No.
Yes, ma'am. That's how serious this is.
It is serious, but you're not.
If this was an accident,
You're
that's what we got to find out now, right
saying
now.
over and over.
If this was an accident, this is what we need to know.
But he
Because
keeps
what will
telling
happen?
you the same thing over and over. He keeps telling you.
Ma'am, there's evidence. There's DNA evidence. There's evidence of what happened. So, in the meantime, you guys both touched it. It both resulted into the death of another. You're both going to go for a homicide. Unless there's anything you want to tell me.
and Miranda.
I told you everything that happened and everything that
You got to be completely honest. This is your life.
I know.
Miss Schaefer's life is already over.
I know this.
We got to make her life right. For the person who's responsible for her death, they need to answer.
I know that. And I told you what happened. I told you who kicked it off. I told you who flipped it.
Yes. Is that the story you're going to stick with? Troy, you got anything else to say?
No. I was there that night. I got pictures.
Do you know what a 74-pound log does to a lady's head?
A what?
Do you know what a 74-pound log does to a lady's head? A human body.
I'm sure.
I'm sure.
Sure, I know what would happen to it.
What would happen?
Head?
Your head explodes.
Are you gonna show him a picture of that too?
I don't have a picture of it.
Good. That's pretty.
Do you want to see it?
Mom, I can show you.
I can show
To
you.
show you what your son did.
Excuse me.
I'm asking.
What my son did?
Yes, ma'am. There's witnesses to this.
There's not witnesses. They're all saying each other did it. Until you have some pretty good stuff, then I don't want to believe any of that. I don't want to see some lady's head splattered. I don't want anybody to be injured. I'm a lover, not a fighter or a herder.
I would agree with that and saying this. I don't want anybody to get hurt, no matter who you are.
Right,
I don't wanna see anybody
exactly.
hurt.
But no, I don't. And I don't really want Jaden to ever see anything like that.
But at the end of the day, your son, with the log, however got moved, however got kicked over the
Right.
side, resulted in the lady's death,
Right.
which is tragic enough.
Mhm. I agree.
So what do you think should happen?
I think the lie detector test should be done on every one of the kids that was there.
That's being done.
Yeah. and that's going to tell you a lot. I mean, you already have the text, so that's information that you have that you already know.
Yes, ma'am.
So, yeah.
So who do you think should be accountable for this?
Whoever did it, whoever was responsible for making them all go over the cliff, exactly.
I would agree with that 110%.
Yes. Yeah.
Text last
Whether it was, whether the kids were playing, whether it was, I'm sure they didn't do it on purpose because they were playing. If they were playing,
If this was an accident,
I'm sure they don't just gonna say, I want to kill some lady, let's throw a log on her head. I mean, who does that? Nobody.
and there is people that does that.
I'm sorry, I'm not in your line, so I don't see that. In my life, everything's happy. We're happy people. It's hard when something negative comes along.
So what was the conversation you had with him last night, though?
I don't remember.
Was any of it saved?
I don't remember.
What'd you do?
Campbell took it.
Oh, let me get it real quick.
Remember?
Yeah. Hold something. If it says something, then
Taking a picture that day.
My phone was dead in the car.
This one's always different.
Miranda taking any pictures that day.
I don't know.
Jordan taking any pictures.
I don't know. Ask them.
Well, if somebody don't know it, you sure don't want to know a lot.
Okay. Sorry.
is that a picture of you?
This is serious, man.
I know this.
Yeah.
It's a shame.
Somebody drove me off the cliff when I was 15 too. It took me years to walk again. I thought I was going to be paralyzed my whole life. I wasn't dead, but it was a shame too.
I'm sorry for that.
We were just talking about what Jaden's going to be when he grows up 10 minutes ago. This is like flooring me. How am I supposed to react?
My new phone.
What's that?
My new phone.
Okay, I was making sure it was your phone. This is a trick question. So what messages are on there?
What?
What messages are on there from last night?
From Jordan?
Yeah.
None that I remember. Like I said,
Well, let's take a look
when
at
he
this.
sends pictures and they go away.
I know we explained they don't always go away. On your phone?
Yeah.
What's on your phone?
What's on my phone?
That's my question. Show us what you and Jordan talked about last night. But do me a favor so you put the phone display date on so I can see. I just want to make sure you're not deleting anything.
Well,
Thank you.
I'm
I
getting
understand.
Well, I have to download the apps because I use my other phone.
Like more than one phone.
Like I have my phone that don't work. Like I use with Wi-Fi. That just got shut off because I just got this phone, so I have like nothing on it.
So how did you talk to Jordan last night?
On the app on my other phone, but I'm getting it on this phone right now for you.
Okay. Can you put it back down so I can see? Thank you.
See, right there. I'm gonna call him, and then he sent me this text. Told me to call him when I called him.
So in that phone call last night, what was discussed?
He just told me, he was like, some bad things are about to happen. And I was like, okay.
What's it say? 'Cause I don't see it saying Coleman.
Well, he sent it on this one, right here. That's the message, and that's where he sent it.
It didn't say Coleman.
Well, yeah, it was a picture. I opened it already.
You recognize that phone?
No.
That's Jordan's. So we're going to see if conversations match up. Did you drink? Good. Okay. Is there anything else you want to say? Mom? Nothing whatsoever. Okay. Thank you for giving me the right one. That was the right one. So I think that was just an accident, right?
Yeah, I thought.
Yeah, that's what I told him. I said,
They asked for the app password.
Oh yeah, the computers do that. I just was trying to preserve it. There's a thing that they have to do to look at it and all that good process, the legal process and all that shit. I'm not a computer guy because I break stuff. If I touch a computer, I break it, something like that. I'm one of those guys. So the only thing, one of the last things we want to do is you probably had your mouse swab before.
First thing ever.
Okay, well, I can't say this is going to be the worst thing ever, but what I do is I take a swab mom, and it just confirms the story, blah, 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 with the DNA. That's how that works. You problem with that? And the woolly man gloves I have.
What are you talking about for DNA?
Well,
just where he says he touched it.
anytime, yeah, he touched it. That way, we'll break where it's going to have where you said you touched it. It's not going to be in some place you didn't touch it. That's what this is for. So this is the it's called elimination.
That's like getting your third
It's just,
shot.
it's just going on the side cheek. He's just gonna rub. It's not like the flu one where they just put it back in your throat. It's just gonna go on your cheek.
Yeah, this is like the miscibles thing.
Yeah, you won't.
Did
This
that
won't be. He just wipes it on the side of the cheek.
You know, that nice little saliva. There you go.
That's
Oh, that's easy.
Yeah, I thought you were about to like Walmart
No,
Road.
no.
No, that is better.
That's what I figured you were thinking.
Oh,
Take
like
a shred, fresh.
yeah, shred,
Yeah,
fresh,
shred.
That's all that is.
Jaden, is there anything you want to tell them that you haven't told them?
No, I would have told you guys like that I did touch it, and that I did flip it, but I did not throw it off. And I told you who kicked it. I watched it happen. He told me in my ear, he was like, he was walking with me.
Can I ask why this was taken care of on school property instead of I wasn't contacted and
You were contacted.
I know, but I mean instead of contacted and coming to like me meeting you at my house, or why was it taken care of on the school property?
Because I knew where he was going to be, so we knew where he would be.
But they had my phone number here.
That's what we told you. That's what we told you.
I know from here, but I was just wondering why it was taken. This was
We
here
could
at
have
the
done
school.
it at the sheriff's office, I guess.
You know, I just thought it was kind of weird that it was taken care of here.
Now, the reason was because it's during the day, and that's when the state works, and that's why we're here. So, we...
And I can add to that when he's in the building. School law does not allow them to just come in and take him out of the building.
Yeah.
Okay. So we could just go like grab him and say,
Right.
it's in the sheriff's office. So that's
Who's
why...
this?
I'm Detective Animal.
So this is one of my detectives that works for me. So Troy, if you want to explain, all right?
Shut the door.
Alright, so, brought you down here, come in and talk to you. We have enough evidence from your statements and Jordan's statements. Alright? You're gonna be arrested for right now, you're gonna be detained. We're gonna take you down to JVC.
Just me. The prosecutor and the judge already signed off. We have to. But you gotta think about this. We have.
You know what that's doing to me? That's hitting me in the head with a long, you cannot do that.
Why would you say
Because
something
you
like
can't
that?
take him to jail. There's bad people there.
Well, there's not good people in jail.
There's bad people there.
Why did you say
can't
hitting
take
the lung in the head? That's
because
not
you're trying to take him away for something that you can't take.
Again, this is not me. This is the prosecutor's office. This is the actual prosecutor and the juvenile court judge. This is out of my hands. These are the elected officials doing this.
You're just gonna take him out of here with him right
Yes,
now through
right now.
this school?
Yes.
How's that make you feel?
It hasn't made me feel very good at all since the beginning of this, September 2nd at 6:20 when I got that phone call and I seen that lady. It has not made me feel good at all. This doesn't make me feel good.
Do you know what? I have raised this boy for 17 years by myself, and this does not make me feel good. Why would you take him out of this school like this, in front of these people?
Which one?
There's no one.
There's a car right there waiting.
He's never been away from me.
This is not my decision.
He's never been away from me. You can't just take him down there.
Yes, ma'am, we can. So, stand up for me, please.
No, you guys.
You're going to have a court date tomorrow. Today's Thursday. So Friday he will be in front of the juvenile court judge for his arraignment. And I told Don that he needs to what he needs to do, the options he has.
You guys,
I'm gonna
please
get all
don't
the students away from
him.
where he's going out.
Go grab this. Grab it.
Just call your Don.
Gotcha.
Give us a minute. Everybody cleared out.
Jaden, I asked them to go out and make sure there's no students out. Okay.
You're not going to pay handcuffs or something on him.
Maybe that's our policy.
Oh my gosh, what a great way to start off your life when you're 17. Can't you just walk him out there? He's not a criminal.
Miss Schafer is 46 years old.
Pardon me?
So Miss Schafer is 46 years old.
I know how old she is. I read. What are you telling me that for?
Well, you're saying he's 17. I'm telling you Miss Schafer is 46 years old. Just like your pun about a log to the head, that was uncalled for. I have not treated you with disrespect whatsoever. Please don't treat
You're
me with
ripping me
disrespect.
apart. You just can't
Ma'am,
take
I'm not
my
doing
baby.
anything. This is the prosecutor and the judge. I am following their orders. I cannot disobey a judge. All right, are we clear?
Sure, Dave.
But then
All right, turn around. Turn back.
Oh my gosh.
tomorrow, I'll tell you, explain to you what time. Tammy, listen to this. This is important. Tammy, listen to me. Tomorrow, the arraignment will be at the juvenile court. You know where that's at?
No, I
You know where
don't.
the courthouse is? It's the second floor.
The order court.
And I'll find out what time it is, and I'll let you know what time to be there. Is
You
this?
may as well take me too, because I'm not going to have a job. I'm not going to have a roof to put over his head. I'm not going to have a paycheck.
Tammy, can I call you at that 215 number and let you know what time the arraignment's going to be? That way you can be there. You and Don. All right, are we clear?
You know, I feel really bad for this lady that's gone and her family. And this is not good to do to our family. This is going to rip my family apart. I'm going to lose my job. I love that toy more than anything.
Both Jaden and Jordan pointed fingers at each other, refusing to take responsibility for the fatal incident. Investigators then brought Jordan back to the scene, where he walked them through his version of events. They also interviewed their friend Miranda, who claimed that it was Jaden who first suggested pushing the log over the edge. She stated that Jaden then used his leg to push the log over the ledge, with Jordan standing beside him. Both Jaden Churchheus and Jordan Buckley, both 17, were charged with murder and reckless homicide for the death of 44-year-old Victoria Schafer. In September 2020, the teens pleaded guilty to involuntary manslaughter, and the murder and reckless homicide charges were dropped. The judge sentenced both to 3 years in a youth detention facility, with the condition that failing to complete their sentences could result in additional prison time of over 4 years as adults. During the plea hearing, both Jaden and Jordan expressed deep regret. Jordan addressed the Schafer family directly, saying, "I know that nothing I can say right now will change what happened that day, and I know that no words I speak can bring back your beloved wife, mother, daughter, and sister." Fritz Schafer, Victoria's husband, accepted the apologies, stating that Victoria would have wanted to give the kids a chance, which is why the family agreed to the 3-year plea deal. Victoria Schafer, a 44-year-old mother of 4, left a lasting impact on her community. Known for her passion for photography and her commitment to local and regional volunteer work, she was remembered as a generous soul whose giving spirit touched many lives.